Chapter 15, the social aspects of later life, including psychosocial, retirement, relationship, and societal issues. As I think about this chapter, I think of my Aunt Cleora, the aunt that when we were talking about how kids sometimes come up with pronunciations of words that aren't correct, I called Aunt Corca. Well, I got to see her this weekend, and I really wanted to interview her, but it just did not work out as she was traveling with her daughters to go to a play, about a 2.5-hour trip for them. But she is an amazing woman. She worked past 80. They had a family-owned business, and she, even after she was working, she still would go to pick up the mail every day and go into the office. She raised 9 children. They had a yours, mine, and ours family. She had lost her husband in an accident. They had 4 children, and then she married a man who had lost his wife to cancer, who had 4 children, and then they together had 1 child. She also lost a daughter and 2 of her granddaughters in a car accident, which was tragic for the entire family. And then she more recently lost her second husband. She was very involved in the community, very involved with church, was the organist, just very outstanding in every area of her life. And now that she's starting to slow down, fortunately, she is blessed to have 6 of her children live nearby, and they take turns going in the evenings to eat dinner with her and spend time with her, do things that she needs done so that she can continue to live in her own home. So this chapter talks about the goal of healthy aging. We want our older people to be able to care for themselves with minimal help, to live on their own as long as they can. So they have to make wellness a priority, have healthy lifestyles. Basically, healthy aging involves avoiding disease, being engaged with life, and maintaining high cognitive and physical functioning. There needs to be a good balance. Erickson, his stage was called integrity versus despair. Integrity refers to accepting one's life for what it is. Despair refers to bitterness. So as we get older, we do a life review, and those who accept the past are less likely to show symptoms of depression. Retirement is a big phase, although retirement is relative because a lot of people in midlife are retiring. So retirement can mean different things. Defining it is difficult. It's really truly not complete withdrawal from the workforce today, as many retired people continue to work full or part-time in today's society. Friends and family in late life are so important. Quality friendships, sibling relationships become more important later on. Marriage, and then when the partner needs cared for, that can become an issue. I know when my mother-in-law was caring for my father-in-law, we were worried about her wearing out because she was having to work so hard to care for him. So that is an issue. And then once the partner dies, then being a widow or widower, men generally have more issues in social relationships and in household tasks, where women tend to have more issues with financial problems. Some widowed people remarry, others remain single. So there's different types of living. Once people get older, hopefully they can live in their home, as I mentioned, as long as they can. And then there's assisted living, and then nursing homes. And today only about 5% of our older people live in nursing homes, so it's end of life. And as my father-in-law went into a nursing home several years ago, my sister-in-law says, well, it won't be long before he passes. And that's often the case. So that they put them in the nursing home when they need 24-hour care that the family cannot keep up with. And some families can do that. Different cultures can do that better than others. But usually toward the end of the life, when they need lots of medical care, then they will put them in the nursing home, and then they usually shortly pass. So once they're in elderly care, there's the concern of elder abuse and neglect. There's different aspects of that which is concerning. Our chapter also addresses Social Security and Medicare. The aging of us baby boomers presents difficult and expensive problems because of more people. And I know a lot of people are concerned about Social Security running out. I hope not. I'm thinking positive, but over the years they've had to revise the Social Security laws. Medicare, like Social Security, Medicare is funded by a payroll tax, and with the baby boomer generation, more and more are on Medicare and dipping into those funds. So the challenges facing society concerning older people's financial security and health will continue to be a political issue. So enjoy this chapter as you learn about the social aspects in later life. Have a great day.